What's up, guys? I'm super excited to finally have our first ever Stretch Plus Collective podcast today with one of my favorite guys here. I am your host, Eric Van Tine. We're gonna get right into it. This is my guy, Tyson Etienne. He truly embodies what it means to stretch the limits physically, mentally, emotionally, and spiritually. So it's only right that we kick off our first podcast with my guy right here. Let's get right to it.
Appreciate you, bro.
Here we go.
Thank you for having me.
Lay down. All right, bro. I want you to take a deep breath before we get started. In through the nose, out through the mouth. And then while you're breathing, bro, tell everybody kind of who you are before the highlights, before basketball. Like, who is Tyson Etienne, right?
I am Tyson Etienne, man. I'm a dreamer. I'm a visionary. I'm an artist. I'm a hooper. Somebody that wants to see what his true potential is. I'm somebody that wants to maximize the God-given abilities that I've been given. And I'm curious. I'm curious to see how great I can be and how great I can impact the people around me. I play basketball for the Brooklyn Nets. And I love doing it. I love the process of mastering my craft and learning the game and learning about my body and my mind. I'm an athlete, man. It's one of the greatest jobs in the world is being an athlete, because I feel like you learn so much just from your team, the process, from the experiences you have. So, yeah, man, I'm a dreamer that's doing that.
I love that. From one dreamer to another, really, you mentioned you want to maximize your potential, right? You want to maximize who you are. So, take us through it, bro. What have you done through the years, right? I met you, 4 years ago? We started working together. And I think at that point in your career, you were starting to realize different things you needed to do to maximize your potential. So, where was that mindset shift where you realized, I really need to figure out different ways or what modalities I need to start doing to really kind of shift my athleticism, my performance, and just my overall being?
Yeah, for sure. I mean, we met 4 years ago, but I feel like this focus and attention has been in this area for. I've been playing basketball and taking it really serious for 10 years now. And it started around then because, I knew I didn't have the same amount of talent as my peers. I didn't have, I wasn't 6'5", ultra athletic, jump out the gym. Yeah. I wasn't super strong. All I could ever really do was shoot the basketball. I wasn't really too athletic. But like I said, I had a dream. I had a reason and a vision of, making it to the highest level that I can make it to. Yeah. And I knew that in order for me to even have a shot, I would have to pay attention to the small things, to the details, to the 1% things. And that's when I started to learn about, the recovery process and longevity. And, if I'm available to play, and if I can continue to play hard, play defense, play offense, if I can do that in a high school setting and just bring effort and energy, maybe I'll be able to keep going in the game, So I started to learn about recovery and, ice and eating the right way and going to sleep. And from that, I didn't have a lot of money to go to a physical therapist or, hire a strength coach at the time. I kind of had to do these things on my own. So I'm, on Google, on YouTube, learning about just ways that I could get stronger in my body and then recover on top of all the basketball stuff that I was doing. And then by the time that I had reached you, it had made its process and its progress. But once I met you, I was like, okay, there's a bigger world to this space. When I first met you, I was curious about mobility because I knew that I needed to incorporate that into my routine and my development because I didn't really have that, and I could feel that in my body. So when I reached out to you, it was like, I see that there's more to this space that I've kind of already started to get into. Um, but how do I get to maximize myself more now? Because I'm in college, I'm not in high school. You know, back then high school stuff was working, but now I was like, you know, if I want to take it to being a high level college player, being a professional, God willing, I gotta do what the best are doing.
Love that. So like you mentioned, right, you need to learn more about mobility. I'm happy that I was the guy for you, right, to kind of open up your eyes to that and broaden your horizons. As an athlete, how important is it to you though, man? Like how important is, you know, being mobile, having the strength? Like how important is adding that mobility into your routine, especially for younger hoopers who kind of don't really understand it yet, right? There's a lot of kids that just don't get it. They haven't bought into it yet. So like, what would you say? Like, how has it increased or improved your performance?
I mean, I think it's everything. I think it's extremely important, you know, because at the end of the day, you know, to run, to jump, to shoot, to dribble, to dunk, like your body has to feel good. Like if your body's not feeling good, or if you don't trust your body, you're never gonna be able to show the highest level of your skill. And like when I was a young player in like high school and even middle school days, like I wish I would have stretched. Like I wish I would have listened to the coaches when they was like, "Yo, we need to do a real warm up. We can't just
athletic trainer stretch."
Regardless, like even if it wasn't, you know, the best stretching, like even if I would have just been like, "Yo, let me warm up the right way," maybe I could have played even better. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
But now, like as a professional, even when I was in college, I started to understand, like, at the end of the day, I love to play the game of basketball. Like I love to hoop, and I wanna hoop for as long as possible. You know what I'm saying? And I love playing at the highest level because it's just an amazing experience to play the game of basketball, especially at the highest level. And I want to be able to do that for as long as I possibly can. And you know, I know I can't just wish it. You know, like I actually have to, you know, implement and execute on the habits every day, even when it's tough. You know, like we have to stretch, even when I can't see you physically. We have to get on FaceTime and go through our routine. I have to sleep and eat the right way. I have to make sure that I'm doing my prep work and my care work before I get on the court. Because all of that's important, and if you continue to do that every day, you continue to protect yourself because anything can happen. You know, at this level, playing basketball or any type of sport. Like if you take care of your body beforehand, like I think that you are adding more time to your career to continue to enjoy what you do.
Yeah, especially playing, like, you know, not waking up every day in pain.
Exactly.
Right? It helps with that. And making sure you're up, you feel kind of refreshed. Or you're always going to be sore, you're always going to feel tired. But just the importance of, you said, the habits, man. Like, take us through your habits, right? Like, what are some things that you're doing on a daily basis? And what are your non-negotiables?
My hydration, from more of like a physical standpoint, my hydration, you know, drinking a lot of water throughout the day. I drink a lot of coconut water as well. Just putting whole foods into my body, like fruits and just, you know, real food. And just the sleeping aspect is really important. I think I've added like small naps into the middle of my day, just to continue to give myself the energy for the rest of the day, and then also just the recovery aspect of sleeping. And then just from like a mental and just a personal standpoint, it's just I meditate, you know, I do my yoga, I do my breath work. I take time to just be still. And I think that those are probably some of the non-negotiables. Like I have to meditate and I have to do my breath work because I have to be centered first. You know, I play basketball. I live in New York, and it's a lot of things going on at one time. And if I'm all over the place, then I'm never gonna be able to give out my best. And that's what my intention is, to be better every day. So I got to make sure that I'm right within myself first before I do anything.
Yep. I mean, you said meditation, man. Like, that's one thing that we always talk about. Is something that we share. It's kind of how you found us, right? Through the Hooper.
Yeah, holistic Hooper. Shout out.
Some of the kids just don't understand what it means to meditate. They think it is a superpower when you know how to use it, right? Yeah. When you understand how to use it, when you understand the importance of it. But it's not like, let me close my eyes, take a couple deep breaths, and all of a sudden I'm fucking superhuman, right?
No, that's a fact.
So I guess my question to you is, like, take us through your routine in that, so the younger generation can understand, like, why is that important, right? It's not a one-time quick fix, but if you are consistent with it, you're able to stay still with yourself. Like, take us through, like, what got you into it? How did you start tapping into that? And how would you help the younger generation understand the importance of it?
Yeah, I think I started meditating when I transferred out to Long Island Lutheran, so that was my junior year, and I knew that I needed to pay attention to my mental game, because I felt like I was putting in so much work. I was working out like 5 times a day, and there would still be times I'd get to the game and not fully trust the work I had put in. And I'm like, it must not be something physical, it must be something mental.
Most of the time it is, bro. Most of the time.
So I started to just start doing my research and understanding, just the mindset. I'm like, I want to, be more confident in my game, right? So I was guided to this little program, and it was for the first week. It was all we had to do was breathe in 4 seconds, hold for 7 seconds, breathe out for 8 seconds. Just for 1 minute. Like, that's it. It wasn't no more than 1 minute.
4-7-8, the good old 4-7-8.
4-7-8 breathing technique. And the next week it was 2 minutes. The next week after that it was 5 minutes.
Gradually built on.
Then it was 10 minutes.
Yeah.
And this is something I'm doing this 2017. It's 2025. I can hold meditations for an hour plus now.
And you started this in high school, you said?
And I started this in high school. You know what I'm saying? The journey into meditation has grown from this little single 4-7-8 technique. And that's why, like, kids don't know what they don't know. Like, I didn't know prior to me doing research that meditation could even have an impact on me being a better basketball player.
Yeah.
Like, for me, everything has been centered around, like, how can I maximize myself on the court as a player.
Yep.
And that journey now is taking me to, like, how can I maximize myself as a person. But, like,
and all that ties together.
And all of it ties together.
All that ties together.
My point to it is that, like, it don't matter. Like, you don't have to become a yogi master overnight. Like, you don't even have to ever become that. But, like, just the simple, like, breathing. And you see Steph Curry do it. You see Bron do it. You see Wemby do it.
Still and just
everybody that's performing at this high level is utilizing these techniques to some form or fashion.
Correct.
So it's like, if I could I would say do it earlier. Like, I would have told myself to start doing it freshman year. But I learned it when I needed to learn it. But I'm somebody that could say that there's, like, you get real results from it.
Right.
And I've only gotten more locked into that aspect of my development. But for the kids growing up, it's like, you want to build the good habits as early as you can, because the older you get, the harder it gets to build these habits.
And that's why I say, and as kids, you have to go to school and hoop.
Yeah.
So there's time. There's time to figure that out. Time. And it's just getting them to understand why it's important and how to do it. But there's really no right or wrong way. Like you said, it's just sitting down, bro, and just.
I think it's important because at the end of the day, like, yes, it's like we all want to be better basketball players. We all want to be better athletes. But it's like, even a little small practice, like 5 minutes, like, it's gonna make you a better individual. Yeah. Like, you gonna show up better as a person.
How would you say that mentally affected your physical?
I just think that my body started to like settle down and, like, started to move more balanced. Like, I always used to realize that I used to have horrible balance. Like, I could not stand on one leg at all. And the more I started to, like, meditate and just do my breathing and just not like rush everything, the more I started to see like my moves were sharper. I felt like I was one with the basketball more, and my moves were crisper, and just my movement patterns. I moved really stiff when I was younger, and even in college, I played like a real boxy type game.
And you still won Player of the Year.
And I did win Player of the Year because, I mean, at the end of the day, like it's a journey. You know, at each part of it, it's gonna show and teach something different, because that's the whole point. It's a mastery process.
Yep.
And at that level, I was ready to win Player of the Year, but I always felt like I could move better. And then once we started working together, once I started understanding the stretchings, and once we started to train, and even the discussions about, you know, being mindful and being balanced and being centered, and trusting, I think that was the biggest conversation that we've ever had, is just trusting.
Yep.
You know, trusting the process, trusting the flow, trusting the body.
Keep unpacking that a little bit more.
Like, I think that was the biggest thing, especially over this last summer. It's like you could do all this work. You can do all the work in the world. You could be in the gym from 7 a.m. to 9 p.m. But it's like, if you don't trust that work, it doesn't mean anything. You know what I'm saying? It doesn't mean anything. And in order to trust the work, you got to trust yourself. It's like, trust that you're prepared for the moment. Trust that you've done all the preparation thoroughly. We do exactly what we need to. We hydrate. We watch the film. We do the stretching. We do the mobility. We do the lifting, et cetera, et cetera. The list goes on. But it's like, when you get to the moment, man, that's the time to trust it. You got to trust yourself above all things. And, you know, you got to be in the moment, you know, and I think that was probably one of the main things that even helped my physical performance. Like, I feel like once I continue to embody that trust, like, I was starting to push myself even more than I'd even push myself before, because it's like, trust that you can handle it. You know what I'm saying? Right. Trust that you built for it, and just continuing to move into my game like that, my season, trusting the process, trusting that what happens is what's meant to happen. You've done what you're supposed to do, and trusting that it's a process to things. Like, you're not gonna get shit overnight. Like, it's not gonna happen instantaneously, and I think that's something I had to learn through the experiences. Like, you could work hard and you could do all these things, but that don't mean it's gonna happen for you in 2 seconds.
And I mean, you're someone who kind of, you know, you experienced that, bro.
Yeah.
For those who don't know, you know, Tyson's journey, you know, he's been in the G League for what, 2-3 years?
3 years.
In and out, 2 different teams, and this year was the year that you finally, you know, got that call up. And I think it really comes down to how much you trusted the process and yourself. And like we always say, right, always kept going. You never really gave up when you could have. So it's a mindset too. So like, how do you hold such a tough mindset through like all the different obstacles, you know, with the trust?
I mean, I just think it's all bigger than me. I think everything that I'm here for is bigger than just myself. I feel like God, you know, we all have reasons why we're here, but I feel like God gave me a purpose, man, and I just feel like there's way more. Like, there's way more to the story. There's more to experience. So I feel like any adversity, any quote unquote roadblock, is more like it's just more of a detour to something grander. Because I feel like why I'm here is to inspire others, you know, to show the people that, you know, it doesn't matter what you're going through. It doesn't matter what you may be faced with in a certain moment. Like, if you feel like you really meant to do something, it's possible. You know, and I think that I would be giving false testimony if I was to quit in the face of adversity. So that's why I had a perspective of trusting that I'm prepared for the moment, trusting that the process is going to be what the process is, but as long as I continue to have faith in it, as long as I continue to have faith in my process and in my work, that eventually what I feel intuitively I'm here to give back to the world, that's going to happen. But it's going to happen in its due time. It's nothing I can rush. All I'm supposed to do is continue to show the work, show up and do the work, and do it thoroughly, and to master the craft. Like I love to play the game, bro. Like, and I love to get better. And there's things that I'm not great in yet. Yeah. But I got the mentality of like, in due time, I will be great at it because I continue to do the work and do what I'm supposed to.
And that's a motivator too. And, you know, and then sometimes through adversity, through all those different things, you got to find something that motivates you to keep going. Because it's easy to fumble, it's easy to crumble, it's easy to call it, hang it up. And like through all like kids and, you know, all athletes need to understand that with hard work and you know, the ability to keep pushing through, there's always light at the end of the tunnel. It might look different for you and somebody else, but you know, there's always some place someone could get to if they just continue to keep going and not give up and continue to find that motivation.
And that's the main thing. It's just like, I feel that if you gonna dedicate yourself to something, and you gonna put time and energy and make sacrifices, but your heart is connected to it, like you feel like you was meant, like this was what I'm meant to do. Like when you was in your garage, you was like, yo, I'm meant to do this. I'm meant to build Stretch Plus. You know, like I've had so many nights where I've been up, sleepless nights. But I'm still waking up going to the gym because I'm like, nah, I'm supposed to do this. I'm supposed to do this. And my mentality is still the same. Yeah. Like we reached this level, but I know this is not the end. This is just the beginning of something more. And the mentality remains the same. Like, I'm meant to do this. God got me here for a reason. All the things that I didn't experience, there was times where I'm like, yo, I don't know if I can get past this. Like, there were times where I've experienced that along my journey. Yeah. But it's something to shake up. God will bring me something. God will show me a way, right? And I continue to trust that. And it's like, I didn't even know how I was gonna get past Lehigh, bro. I'm like, yeah, I'm going from Dwight Engel into Lehigh. They got real hoopers over there. They got national schedule. They got New York excellence in terms of championships. I'm like, shit, am I prepared for it? But it was like, God was like showing me like, nah, you meant to be here, bro. You know what I'm saying? And don't change who you are. Continue to put the work in.
That's
and it's been at every level. It's like, sometimes you might say, I don't face adversity. I'm like, I don't see no way out. My back against the wall. Yeah. But it's like the thing that I always know is like having faith and putting the work in. That's something that I die on that. Yeah. Like those would be the two things I'm gonna always have with me is that I'm gonna put the work in to the highest level and I'm gonna have faith.
Yeah. And that's the biggest thing. You know, the biggest takeaway here too is have faith, trust in yourself, and then never give up and just continue to focus on the little things and put everything you need to do to get better first. You know,
I think his slogan is right, bro. I think always keep going is the truth. Like if I could sum it up, it would be always keep going. Yeah. Like times when my journey looked crazy, I'm like, yo, you guys gotta keep going. Like I remember being in Atlanta, first year not playing, second year I'm playing, then I get injured, and I'm like trying to work my way back, and my shit still hurts. And some nights I'm damn near in tears because I'm like, yo, this shit is painful. Yeah. But I'm like, I gotta keep going.
Keep going, bro.
You know, even this season, I'm, started off not playing at the level I knew I was capable of and being frustrated with that because I'm like, I'm putting the work in. Yeah. But all I can tell myself is like, yo, keep going, and be in the moment.
You're gonna go real quick.
And that would be the main thing, bro. It's like always keep going, and that's just what remains the same.
I love that, and then that's really, what it takes to be great. I want to do a quick thing while we finish up here. Just some quick hitters. I'm gonna ask you like maybe 2-3 questions, maybe 4, maybe 5.
It'll be good. Let's do 5.
Give me a quick answer here. Who is your go-to pregame in the headphones? What are you listening to? First thing you put on.
The first thing? I'm putting on O-Dog. I'm putting on O-Dog.
O-Dog.
I'm putting on O-Dog.
What are you eating before a game?
Grilled chicken and some sweet potatoes.
Grilled chicken, sweet
And some fruit.
Favorite hobby?
Art, photography, or painting.
What are you, favorite recovery methodology?
Fast stretch.
FST. That wasn't a plug. All right, that was really meant to be. Last one. Let me get favorite basketball player
Ever?
ever.
Kobe Bryant.
Kobe Bryant. Awesome, bro. Awesome. Well, guys, thank you all for joining us on our first podcast. I'm gonna finish up my guy Tice here. I'm gonna give him a little bit more peace. But thank you guys for tuning in and get ready for episode 2.
Appreciate you, bro.
Let's go.